Stressful moments often play out like a recorded track, repeating the same morning arguments or the same physiological spikes every time an inbox refreshes. These repetitions indicate an old karmic loop stored in the unconscious mind, a program that continues to run until it is intentionally interrupted. By the end of this video, you will have constructed a 5-step system called the Rule of 5. This framework is designed to stop that loop and replace it with a controlled, conscious response. This repetitive circle represents your current reaction pattern. Our goal is to break this path and redirect that energy into an upward trajectory. To begin, gather the necessary tools for your system: a pen and a sticky note, or the lock screen settings on your smartphone. Stopping a negative pattern requires installing a new mental software program that intercepts the trigger before the habitual reaction can take hold. Step 1 is identifying your curveball. This is the predictable trigger, like gridlock traffic or a demanding email, that sets off your negative cycle. Take a moment right now to write down your one primary curveball trigger. Recognizing this pattern is a sign of divine awareness. Pinpointing the specific trigger allows you to see the doorway leading out of the loop. Identifying the point of origin is the foundation of the system. You cannot deploy a circuit breaker effectively if you haven't located the source of the surge. Step 2 is the 5-count halt. This is the immediate action you take the millisecond that curveball hits. You must stop all physical movement and count slowly from 1 to 5. This deliberate pause prevents the brain from following its automatic knee-jerk reaction. Once you reach 5, you move directly into Step 3, the 5-breath reset. Inhale deeply for 5 seconds and exhale slowly. Use these breaths to set your intention. Focus on inhaling purpose while exhaling reactive karma. This rhythm shifts your physiology, moving your brain out of fight or flight and back to focus. These 2 steps sever the connection between the external trigger and your internal reaction, placing you back in operational control. Step 4 is the 5-minute pause. This is a mandatory window where you wait for intuitive guidance rather than rushing to solve the problem. The primary risk here is using this time to ruminate on the stressor or mentally argue with the person involved. To stay on track, use the rule: observe, don't absorb. Treat any lingering negative thoughts as old data or passing clouds. You can acknowledge they are there without engaging with the story they are telling. Surrendering the outcome during these 5 minutes invokes the law of grace. By trusting a higher power to handle the resolution, you preserve the mental energy you would normally lose to anxiety or resentment. The final step is setting the physical anchor. Under sudden stress, the brain often forgets new systems in favor of old habits. Write down the shorthand for your new system: 1 through 5, 5 breaths, 5 minutes. Place this note or lock screen exactly where your curveball usually hits: on your monitor, your car dashboard, or the kitchen door. This anchor functions as a failsafe. It ensures you deploy the Rule of 5 before the old karmic loop has time to start its cycle. By setting this anchor, you have finalized the installation of your mental circuit breaker. When tomorrow's chaos arrives, you are equipped to handle it with grace, breaking the pattern of repeating the same emotional mistakes. As that old wire loop snaps and morphs into a spiral, you move past the repetitive traps of the past. The philosophy of the karmic upgrade is simple: do your absolute best with your own reactions and hand the final results over to a higher power. You have now graduated from the loop to the upward spiral, where every challenge serves as a curriculum for your personal development. Share your specific curveball in the comments below as you begin this new practice.